Hello and welcome to our new lecture that is about data grid in SAP Analytics Cloud Planning. So let's go straight to the system and make a story and explore what is a data grid and how data grid is work in SAP Analytics Cloud Planning. So let's first click on the stories and then select responsive. Now responsive canvas is loading. After it load correctly, let's go to the insert bar and select the table. When I select the table, it asks for the data source, so I will select the select other model option and then go to the public. Search for experience exp. So our folder is named as the Experience Academy SAC Planning. So I select the planning, select the models. After that, select the PNL underscore CH1 model. Here it is. Now let's resize our chart. First of all, select at least one account required. Click on the yellow section and then select the net income. Now our net income is being inserted, and the other menu, the other drop down path are our elements of net income, which aggregated to the net income value are showing. There is operating income, and that operating income has two parts: gross margin, indirect expenses, and so on. So let's after inserting our first account, let's go to the dimension at column dimension. First of all, select the version because we are working on the planning version. So the version is very important uh, while doing with the planning data. So first of all, I have selected the version, and now let's add the data for the 2 year, as we have to work on the 2 year data. So let's select another dimension of data. Now you can see, without filtering the data, we have the years 2018, 2019 and 2020. So let's apply filter on the years because I have to work on the 2 years data. First select the table and then go to the builder and then go to the filter, add filter, and then select the date member and then select the year 2019 and 2020. Here it is. Now we have the 2 years data 2019 and 2020, and if we expand the row of date, then it will show the 2019 and then show the quarters, whereas when we expand this arrow, it will show the data of quarters for the year 2020. So I have the horizontal scroll bar here to move further, and the data is showing that the 2021 only have the values of quarter one. If I close it, then you can see that the data of 2020 20 has 3 months data, which have only the quarter one, and as a total 4,42,252, whereas the quarter one 220 is the 4,42. So that you can notice that the both values are the same. So it's mean that this year only have the quarter one 2020 data. So let's close it out and close it out to let's close it out the quarters data of 2019, and here it is. Now as a whole we have the data of both years 2020 and 2019. So now let's remove the column of date. So after removing the column, our filter, let's select again the table and then resize our table, so then our canvas will look like the figurable canvas. Here it is. Now let's resize it, let's replace it. Here it is. Now let's find the data, the filter status. Here it is. As you can see in the filter status, we have the 2019 and 2020. It's mean the data here is as present for the both years 2019 and 2020. Either we have removed the column date, the filter is still exists, and if we want to add one more year for the calculation, so we can also alter by clicking the date filter and then select the another year. So this is a way of applying filter. This is a way of carrying the version for the planning grid. So let's move on. So let's add on another dimension, which is another dimension. Let's click on the add dimension and then select the organization. So then we can view our data by um, by the categorizing the organization. Here it is. Now these data, the 2 years data of the organization North America is this, South America is this, Asia Pacific and Europe. So it's mean the aggregated value of all the organization is 2 million, whereas each column is showing the particular organization's data of 2 years. So this is a very fine view of any planning grid. So let's explore a few more things. So as we have our data almost completed, let's rename the title of the page to the org planning 2019 2020. Here it is. Now we have renamed the title of the page to the organization planning 2019 and 2020. Let's move on. Let's finally we have to save our story. Click on the save button and now select name this story as a net income report. Net income is report. Click on the save button. Here it is. Now our story has been saved with the name of net income report. So let's go to the files, and if we want to call our story, let's call by its name, net income, and then press enter. Here it is. Our story with the name net income report is showing here. Let's click it out. Here it is. Now our table grid is perfectly showing as we required, and you can see that we can explore data by clicking it, gross margin, total sales, and then total sales uh, is more bifurcating by the product sales, service sales, and so on. So that's for now for the today's lecture. Let's meet into the other lecture.